Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network. Okay. Now you got your boy. Now everybody been talking about your guy, TriggaTrey, that he's been part of this too, that you can't forget about him, right? The reason why he's brought up, alright? Y'all see the thumbnail, y'all seen the title, y'all read the title, right? So, it seems that your homegirl, Makedas Raven, then hooked your boy TriggaTrey up with one of the Young Dolph chains. And that was through allegedly him assisting in the whole Young Dolph situation. We always want to say rest in peace, Young Dolph, and condolences to the family. Shout out Paper Route Empire. Keep doing y'all thing. And again, much love to all my guys in Dolph land. Okay. All right. So 901 TriggaTrey. Now, because he has been spotted with chains he's never had before, and people know that this jewelry looks very pricey, that there's no way in this world this guy who we've been seeing on social media, YouTube to Instagram, like not really flashy like that, but now he's flashy. Now he got on, because y'all got to understand, a lot of these guys be rocking fake jewelry. Young Dolph stated that back in the video before, that he was one of the guys that made rocking real jewelry in Memphis cool again, because everybody was kind of getting away with wearing fugazi jewelry, okay? Again, and 901 TriggaTrey was one of them dudes who had on a fugazi jewelry a lot of the time. Now that he was spotted with some new on that look a little more heavier, look a little more real than what he had before, people are connecting the dots, okay? Now we know that 901 TriggaTrey, that he was sticking it to your girl Raven once upon a time. This the reason why, literally a day or two after the Young Dolph situation, he got sent up. She was in 901 TriggaTrey's video. That's Raven. Again, Raven was in 901 TriggaTrey music video like a day or two after the Young Dolph situation, okay? Now, people are already put into question and curious, is that were y'all doing that because that's part of y'all alibi? You know, feel what I'm saying? Y'all have to understand, when people make certain moves like this, it's part of a bigger story. It's part of a bigger initiative, okay? And this initiative was to grant your boy 901 TriggaTrey with one of Young Dolph's 20-inch, it's about a 20-inch link Cuban chain. You know what I'm saying? That's like, it's not platinum. It's actually white gold, okay? It's actually white gold, not platinum. And TriggaTrey, 901 TriggaTrey is seen with this same 20-inch Cuban link chain on that looks similar to the one that Young Dolph has on in his picture and in his video and in most of the things that he do, right? So again, people know that Young Dolph jewelry was very expensive. And so when Makedas Raven let your boy 901 TriggaTrey know that, hey, we would not only give you some of this bag money, you know what I'm saying, on sending Young Dolph up, because we got some people up that ladder from the business world, from up that ladder, you know what I'm saying, that put this out there for us to have this planned out for Young Dolph, all right? Because again, I'm letting you guys know, it's just not the streets, okay? There's a whole nother side to this, again. And they can move on the chessboard without y'all noticing them. And those guys are the business people. Because like I informed you guys before, and if you guys pay attention, people that's in business, they move, again, a little more strategic. Their plans are way more orchestrated, and they make sure that at least 98% of their plan is executed. All right, at least 98%. While some of us who procrastinate, so that means only 20 to 30% of our plans actually get executed. All right, because we procrastinate. Now, I'm letting you guys know, these guys in the business world, they own it, especially when it's dealing with that bag, especially when it's dealing with a bag and they can move somebody out the way to make them and their family more money, all right? Because y'all have to understand the position that Young Dolph played, right? He played the Robin Hood. And we know that people up that ladder, right? I don't care what state you in, what office or seat you in, right? When it gets up that ladder, they care less and less about the people. Now, when you have Young Dolph, who has been climbing up the ladder, right, but bringing people up with him that didn't have it like that, them people on the other side, they not liking that. Because again, he's literally turning people who live in urban communities, right, rural areas, he's turning these individuals in those families into 100,000aires, into millionaires. And he has at least a team, an NBA team roster that he has at least made close to $500,000 or up to some millions. Again, when you have people like the Yo Gottis who have not done that, and they was out there in the rap industry before Young Dolph, again, a lot of people start to put a side eye towards Young Dolph, like, hold on, you doing too much. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm bringing this up because to let you guys know that all the pieces that are involved, again, even when you think they're not, they are, okay? Because again, what is attached to Young Dolph? We have to ask that. And once we ask ourselves that, we can now analyze the motives behind different people. Okay? Again, especially when it's dealing with somebody up that ladder, drop you off the bag if the plan go as properly executed. Okay? And again, since your boy 901 TriggaTrey has a relationship history and a history with your girl Raven, and again, you know, Raven, you know, she gonna do whatever it takes to kind of like get a man on her side, because we know that she's only like in Memphis. I'm being real here. It's gonna be a little blunt. In South Memphis, she's only seen as a bus, okay, as a bus down. That's it, okay. You have to understand, nobody cares about her weight, because nobody cares to be with her like that. Y'all have to understand this. Since that be known, she gonna do whatever it is to, we can say, pay men to be around her, or give men the kind of things like to earn that loyalty. Like I said, this the reason why she was the lookout. Every time Young Dolph came in town, she would report it back to Yo Gotti. Or should I say, she would message Yo Gotti's brother, Big Jug, and Big Jug will go holler at Yo Gotti. And again, she's doing all this to earn the loyalty from these guys who's not looking her way. Okay, so similar to 901 TriggaTrey, he really didn't want nothing to do with her. But when she kept offering, allegedly offering different material value to assist in this Young Dolph situation, he was with it. Because again, he didn't really have it like that from the beginning. And now a guy who was making a small amount and you offer him this big amount along with the jewelry, because we have to understand, the jewelry can be pawned in, or it can be sold and, you know what I'm saying, bought again. Or, you know, again, what I'm saying is he can make quite some change off the jewelry, off that 20-inch Cuban link if he decides to sell it. But we know, since he's not used to having this kind of material value, He wants to walk around and show it off for a minute. But we let him know, hey, we seen you with it, my guy. You might have to stand down, man. You feel me? Hey, but y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network.